What's all you lovely people doing this evening? My name is Andy. Join with me is Trey. And we're the RDs for the CMS region. We are back with some more VESL action for the fall 2024 season, this time for Rocket League. And honestly speaking, I'm stoked for this day, always, because Rocket League is a game that is beloved by so many and is so easily known by so many that don't even play the game. Rocket League is just a fun game to watch for all different levels of competition.
Yeah. It's soccer, and it's emerging as one of my favorites as well. I tend to lean towards the sports games because I know what's going on, but it's especially fun to watch when you have the high school players that we saw last week. Yeah,
you missed it. Trey, not even about 45 seconds before we went live, said, yes, sports game again. Much like college football, he will definitely be on the edge of his seat, ready to see some really cool acrobatics. Last week, you blew us out of the water when it comes down to the level of competition. We saw some of the highest. We saw some of the lowest. But all together, it's been a really good start of the season here for the CMS Metrolina area. But without further ado, we do have a lot of different tools at your disposal that you can utilize to be able to make your game that much better. And why not learn from one of the best to ever do it, a professional content creator within their own right? Chief Beef, of course. We have a lot of good content creators that are making all these videos for you for Super Smash Brothers, Overwatch, and of course for college football. But if you wanted to know more about it, well, why wait any longer? Here's a little tidbit for you.
We've hired 4 pro esports coaches to train you in 4 different game titles for free. We're bringing you exclusive world-class advice from the best players in the world. Learn from pro Overwatch player Jake, known for his versatility across multiple heroes and consistent top-tier performance. Or refine your Smash Bros. Knowledge with DeBuzz, renowned for his consistent tournament success and high-profile victories. Cover strategy with 11-time Madden champion Dreeny, one of the youngest and most dominant competitors in the Madden esports scene. Need help locking down your aerials? Try Rising Star Chief Beef's course on competitive Rocket League. Whether you're a filthy casual or a seasoned tryhard, get 8 straight weeks of exclusive expert game knowledge crafted for you every Friday, with the first videos dropping October 11th. That's 32 total videos covering everything you need to know about your favorite games, from fundamentals to high-level strategy. You'll learn positioning and teamwork, defensive and offensive strategy, practice routines, game sense, communication, mental and emotional resilience, all the way down to analyzing meta and adapting to change. Everyone has something to learn and enjoy, and these courses are completely free. So what are you waiting for? Go to thenotwork.org/register to sign up and get access to these courses every Friday.
What are you waiting for? Go to the Notwork platform today and learn more about the esport that you are currently competing in, or maybe one that you want to compete in the future. Just a really cool tool at all of these competitors' disposal.
For sure. And the way we have the schedule set up, if you want to play in all 4 games, you can play in all 4 games, right? Why not?
Why not? Exactly. Test your mettle, especially like if you play Overwatch casually and you're just like, well, I could definitely play main tank for my high school. Yes, you can. We want you to compete. Definitely get along with all of your mentors to make sure that you can partake in all of these esports. If you are not finding these videos on the Notwork platform, they can point you in the right direction. But today, as I was talking about at the top of the show, we have Rocket League for you again. Always a very fun time when it comes down to watching it. States was electric when it came down to it, and we want to see a lot more schools being able to partake in such high-level competition. And we are starting off with one school that might be able to bolster some of that. It's actually Providence. They're going up against Surrey Early College, and from what I understand, these 2 schools are definitely slated to put on a banger best of 5.
Yeah, like we keep saying, these early college kids, right?
Yeah.
And Providence, I think I've seen some of their gameplay and heard some of the talk from some of the mentors about how good they are. So, yeah, I'm excited to see a good matchup here.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Again, as far as Rocket League is concerned, we do play best of 5s. These are all custom lobbies, of course. Soccer is the name of the game. You do have a certain amount of time to be able to score a certain amount of goals, but there's no limit on that whatsoever. If you are tied, once the score limit, or the time limit, reaches 0, we then go into overtime, where the first goal scored will then be the winner of that first game. But I mean, best of 5, you can learn from a lot of different mistakes. There's a lot of margin for error, I suppose.
For sure. And we've seen a lot of these matches go to overtime, so we'll see some close matches here tonight probably as well. So
only time will tell. This first series should be ready to get underway for us here. Providence going up against Surrey Early College in a game of soccer. And why not? Let's get it on, as we have Providence on the blue side, Surrey Early College over there on the orange.
My man Tan Banana, I remember that.
Tan Banana. A hell of a name. Joined with Fail, Sins, and Gecko. That's an open net, by the way. Can't get the touch, does Tan Banana. Running out of boost as well, so seemingly the ball will get reset, but then juggled back to the orange side.
See if we can get a little bit of a storyline emerging here. See how these guys are matched up. Seems like a lot of pressure on the orange side here. Providence keeping it in Surrey Early College's court.
Finally able to reset it over towards the blue side.
Oh,
failed sins over here defensively, but a little bit of a stockpile occurs just in front of the blue goal, and failed sins just going to take it from the goal all the way back towards the opposite side. But how about Gummy Bear flinging themselves downfield and cannot get the ball towards the net, but looking to center it. Nice little acrobatics. The smackdown gets denied as the ball resets once again.
I think that was Tan Banana there in the goal, making a huge save. Those are the most difficult saves, at least for me, when I'm playing Rocket League. Sitting in the goal like that and the ball's coming down from the top, it's so hard to get up in that ledge.
You're not only just reading the ball, but you're also reading like what the player's trying to do to manipulate the ball. Nice little shot on the goal there for IR Johnny. That's not really good English, but will be denied once again. The ball will reset back towards the orange side of the field we go. Gecko misses wildly, but it's just trying to get for a little bit of a clearance here. Feldsin's just going to be laying back, playing some defense as the ball, again, past the 50-yard line, if you will, back over towards blue territory. No boost whatsoever is Gummy Bear, but still trying to make a play on the goal right now. And, Johnny just going to give it a nice little tap on in towards the net. And finally, the first goal has been scored, but Surrey Early College gets the first blood.
That was a tough spot there for Failed Sins. He just kind of was chasing the ball, couldn't really get up in the air. I don't know if he didn't have any boost there or whatnot, but kind of in place to make a play, but just couldn't stop him. Just too much in the air for Surrey Early College, and they go up 1-0 here.
Ball immediately off the square off towards the orange side again. But working a little bit of a clear. Gummy Bear, again, no boost. And gets the mega boost actually taken away from him. That's Gecko that's making a play on the net right now towards the orange side. Just barely hits the side of the goal. And there's nobody there for the follow-up. It's still over towards the orange side of the field. That one got close.
What a save there, too. It seems like anytime that Providence is pushing it up on the goal here, it's like there's 3 people for Surrey College in the goal at all times. I don't know if they're playing super defensive and waiting for their moments, but that's a tough goal to score there for Providence with all of the other players in the goal.
Their rotations have been on point. I mean, like, we've been talking about how much, like, Gummy Bear and Johnny have been downfield once the ball is on the blue side of the field, but just very quickly able to rotate, turning no boost into a fantastic save. How about this centering? Has the smackdown coming through. Centered. Any follow-up? No. We'll get pushed all the way towards the left side of the orange field.
Again, three players there for Surrey Early College. Just always hovering around that goal.
Oh, here comes a play. Pound Payton, haven't talked about them too much, but does have 2 shots so far. Just gets hit off the top of the goal. And Gummy's there for the reset once again. A little bit of a dogfight happening between 2 different players, but the reshot on the goal will come through from Johnny. I do have the only goal that's scored in the game as we reach just sub 2 minutes as Blue's trying to make a play downfield.
So many shots on goal there, but leading to a little bit of offense here for Providence. I can't remember who that was, but he's trying to juggle the ball there and couldn't really get past the defense. But we've got the ball on Surrey Early College's side here.
Ooh, just a bit outside. Just a little too high there for Failed Sins, who happily can see the space, go get a mega boost on their side of the field as the ball still resides on the orange side. Gummy Bear has had a boost problem this entire game, still at a whopping 0. Still gets the center, but Failed Sins will get the chase. Resets the boost, resets the ball.
Oh, good
Looking
dribble.
for a little bit
Good
of a
dribble.
juggle. Nobody's inside the net, but gets intercepted almost instantaneously before the goal could be scored. 1 minute remains.
Probably let that ball stick on top of the car a little bit too long there. Too easy of a read for them to come in and knock it off. Maybe he could have bopped it up or tried to pass it to a teammate, maybe centered it off the wall or something, but just holding on a little too long.
Soft touch by Gummy Bear, kept it over on the corner of the blue. Johnny coming in for a little bit of an interception, is able to smack it down. Missed wildly in the air was Gecko, and he's got no boost, so Tam Banana needs to try to pick it up and struggles with the juggle. But now Felsin's trying to clear the ball, has more boost than Pound Payton, so able to get that clear. Back over towards the blue side, and Providence need to get this ball cleared, and they need to get it into the back of the orange net because we're running out of time.
Yeah, I just looked up at the clock. 20 seconds left here. Providence is going to have to start putting some pressure on. The ball's on Surrey Early College's side for a second here, but Failed Sins coming up with the aerial to stop, but then right back to Providence side anyways.
And Surrey can just play defense. You have the 1-0 lead, but the ball almost finds its way into the back of the net. Gecko for a late touch, but smack back down and in towards the corner it goes. It needs to touch the ground for Surrey Early College to get this game 1 win, and it's looking slated to do so. Trying to get back towards the ball, reset it back towards the air. Gummy Bear has no boost, and he's just got to watch it hit the floor because Surrey Early College scored that goal at the 3-minute mark. They'll win game number 1.
Super defensive game here. It was this, what is that, 7 saves on Providence side, and still, though, I say a super defensive game, but it was only 4 for Surrey Early College there for saves. I guess they just made a good advantage of their good shots on goal. I don't know there.
I mean, just look how even it is from top to bottom. You have 4 extra shots, the 1 extra goal, sure, but like the numbers aren't really too far gone. The only thing that they lost out on was the 1 shot and the 1 assist. The score is just about dead even. Good defense coming through from all players, good rotation to speak of, but like we realistically didn't see too much of a difference besides just the last delayed play that came through from Johnny that scored the goal.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe there's a little bit of a 2v3 situation going on here with Tambanana maybe staying back some, not getting many shots on goal, but maybe that's just, luck of the draw. Maybe he didn't have shots on goal in that match, but like to see him maybe get a little bit more involved in this next match, and maybe that can make a difference for them.
Yeah, I will say that's probably like one of the biggest differences that I did see. I mean, Tan Banana was like on cleanup duty, like we were talking about there within like the final 40 seconds or so. But like you'll always see on the opposite side, Peyton is the, I guess, like the goalkeeper for Surrey Early College, moves up towards the middle of the field. So looking for a little bit more proactivity out of Providence here. This game number 2 with Surrey Early College have a 1-0 lead.
And I was going to say straight to Surrey Early College field, but as soon as I say that, right over to Providence. A lot of ping pong matches happening in these Rocket League games, back and forth.
Do you think these kids know what pong is? Because that's exactly what they are doing.
Yeah, there's no way they know.
Yeah. I'd say we're closer to 0% than actual, but
yeah.
30 seconds have already gone by here in this game number 2.
Oh, I thought he was going to be a little bit more on that ball there.
And there's that proactivity again. Peyton past midfield. The rotation is already towards the back line. Johnny, who got the only goal scored in the last game, was there for the save. Runs out of boost trying to chase the ball. Looking to rectify that. Picks up at least a small. Peyton's there for the clear. Has 2 blue defenders in their way and just cannot keep the ball rolling forward, but the teammates are there for the follow-up.
Yeah, just a lot of back and forth. Oh, that was a good shot on goal. Nice save by Feld Sins there. Looks like a little centering happening. So far in these this specific match, it seems like there's a lot of maybe solo play happening. You like to see maybe a little bit more of a cleanup, like people centering and then having a cleanup coming in. There's a nice demo coming in.
Yeah, gives you a 3v2 on the map, but I agree. I mean, the comms in Rocket League can get so tedious just because you're trying to set up, I'm centering here, who's got the follow-up, everybody's trying to be the hero, but should just be trying to go for the selfless play as a couple demos get traded. Ball still over towards Providence's side of the field, and well, it's looking to stay that way. Johnny, out of boost. Gummy Bear just gets a mega boost themselves, trying to at least chase this ball out, but Gecko actually there for the clear. Gummy Bear there for the denial. Almost recentered, but a nice little redirection comes through from Tambanana. Another demo on Providence's side. Gives Surrey Early College the 3v2, but the ball's clear all the way towards their side. Backboarded. Cannot follow up with it at all, and just immediately sent towards the opposite side. But again, the problem still remains. Gummy Bear with no boost. Here's the follow-up. Misses a little bit too high. Gummy Bear will get the reset, but Gecko for the clear.
So there was a little bit of what we were kind of talking about, right? They got a little bit of team play going on there, and it opened up the goal a little bit for them, but they were just out of boost and right underneath the ball, not able to capitalize on that. It was a good shot on goal.
You saw it there from Tambanana as well. Actually had a really good breakaway moment, but ran out of boost midair. Could not get the altitude required to be able to get the swat down in towards the goal.
No.
Nice little steal coming through from Gummy Bear, but blocked, scouted, read on a library. Other sayings, but the ball again still on the blue side. And we've gone 3 minutes and still no goals have been scored.
Yeah, it's wild. And I think I'm attributing it to this kind of solo play. It's like you'll get a shot on goal, and then somebody will come in and try to clean it up, and a shot on goal, and then it's like an orange player meets a blue car, an orange player meets a blue car. It's like just lining them up.
You see, even right there, like Tambanana's going for the goal keep. You also had Gecko trying to go for the steal, and almost left a really unadvantageous position for Providence. Demo comes through as soon as the ball gets over towards the orange side. Gummy Bear looking for a breakaway. Can't find it. Just stolen immediately. Here comes Gecko on the opposite side. trying to deal with all of the Surrey members around them, and they'll get the clear as well. But just a bad bump coming through from Peyton. Sends it back towards the corner. We'll be there for the follow-up, but failed sins for the deny.
Those wall rides, man. I completely lose myself. I don't know what's going on when people get on those walls.
Peyton, able to at least get the redirection. Tam Banana is demoed once again.
Back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I mean, this is just a super defensive match, right? People are just unable to get really good shots on goal. It seems like anytime one team's in the other person's field, there's just 3 players in goal, and any shot happens, there's one person to clean it up and then 2 people behind them to clean up the next follow-up. So
yeah, you even see right there, too, like,
oh,
right over the defender, but then Gummy Bears right there on rotation. Hey, there's one thing that Surrey Early College are doing defensively is that, like, they're covering all 3, like, defensive lines, just making sure one goes into the goal, one midfield, one towards the 50-yard line. Like, it is harmonious in that regard, but the shots on goal haven't exactly been there. The steals and saves have definitely been on point, but even right there, I mean, just about to reach the corner. Gummy Bear looking for the spot down, the soft touch against the wall, but no follow-up. Teammates, no boost. And now Providence with the potential, but Peyton came all the way back for this mega boost in the back right corner, sends it back down towards the blue player, towards the sky. Here comes Johnny. Scored the last goal, tried the swat down, but misses just wildly. No follow-up again. 10 seconds remain.
Gosh, this has got to start to be like feeling all kinds of frustration out of both of these teams. There's so many shots on goal, but it's like every time there's always somebody from the opposite team there. Oh, and this is right at the buzzer.
Looking for the buzz hit, but can't hit it. If it touches the floor, we go again into overtime. First to score will win, but it's still on the blue side, trying to go for the clear towards the floor. Able to find a demolition on a failed sins. Now Surrey Early College have the numbers, but cannot get underneath the ball. We go into overtime.
That was lined up for a nice shot on goal there, too, if he would have had a little bit more boost to get to that ball. But here we are in overtime instead. First goal wins.
Something's got to give. I think it's safe to say that the ball spent a lot of the time on the Providence side of the field comparatively to Surrey Early College. But how about this little moment coming through? 2 in the defensive goal, and Gummy Bear's going to get demoed. No boost on the side of Johnny and Peyton as well. Providence, though, cannot relent the pressure, but you got one going back towards their side for a mega boost, and it allows not only Gummy Bear to respawn, but it allows them to also find themselves a breakaway moment. Johnny trying to find the tap in towards the goal. Actually going to get reset here by Gecko, who doesn't have the mega boost, just got stolen previously by Gummy Bear. And we go back to this neutral game again.
Tam Banana up huge there. Keeping the ball on Surrey Early College's side. I don't know what's got to change here, but there's so many shots on goal, so many close goals.
Oh, nice little moment actually coming through. Tam Banana kind of still stuck down orange field, but it almost worked out as failed sins got a steal. Gecko on the rotation again. Nice little bump coming through from their teammates, but the defensive rotations for both teams realistically have been great, and that's why we have a low-scoring game. Yeah. But the offensive incursions have gotten in the way of one another as Gummy Bear will get another save. Trying to go for a little bit of a play here. Doesn't have a lot of boost, though, and that could be problematic when trying to move it downfield, but trying to pick things up is Johnny, but you got 2 players back behind the ball. There's not the third in the center, so you don't really get an opportune moment. You're more or less just bashing your head against the ball, and what's on the other side of that ball is, well, another Providence member who clears it again.
Yeah, it just seems like
into the goal. It falls perfectly for failed sins. We'll see that one more time on the replay. Yeah, Johnny bumps it up. Failed sins was on the wall yesterday, and then Peyton just a little bit too late on the mega boost. You also had, I believe, Gummy Bear didn't have boost to get, I guess, parallel with the ball for the defense either.
Yeah, that was funky. I don't even really know what happened at the end of the day, but look at these shots on goal, man. 11 shots by Surrey Early College and 6 shots by Providence there.
Yeah.
I mean,
10 saves for Providence against the 11 shots from Surrey Early College. That just really goes to show you just like, it's not that it's a low-scoring game because there isn't offense. It's a low-scoring game because the defense are saving the hell out of both of these 2 schools.
Yeah, it's just like the line of defense is just 3 players deep every time. It's just one person saves, and then the next shot comes in right after that, and the next person saves. It's crazy.
High-scoring game coming through for Gummy Bear. Got very active with the ball. 5 out of the shots for their team.
And we see the Tan Banana here got a shot on goal. It threw me there a little bit. I was looking in the middle. I thought I saw 2 for him, but getting involved here a little bit more nonetheless.
The 5 saves is what really speaks for
yeah,
me.
I mean, playing the goalie role, but like you were saying, maybe sort of positioning yourself a little bit differently, and it seems like he at least did that this match and maybe leads to the win here.
We'll have to see. As we are now tied up 1 apiece into game number 3, we will find ourselves a swing map, if you will, if you're looking at us from a true best-of-5 perspective. But I mean, you couldn't have stacked up these 2 teams even more if you tried, as we have, again, really big statistics being showcased between these 2.
I just noticed the 6 demos there for Gummy or whoever.
Yeah, I mean, where did you think the score came from? I mean, you had 5 of the shots on goal, but like the 6 demos are definitely a certain score post.
He's just the bruiser of the crew, going around taking people out. Got the ball here. Providence on Surrey Early College's side, right out the gate. Maybe they can keep up this momentum.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain conversation to be had. Like, I mean, Providence definitely have a swing. Surrey Early College just cannot be anything but okay with what happened in that previous game, as a good offensive maneuver comes through, but gets a hood bump rather than trying to maybe soft tap it back in towards the goal. Either way, a strange opportunity denied by their own selves for Surrey.
So many cases where it's just like an inch off. And this could be a much different game if we were playing, and all of those opportunities were taken advantage of on both sides of teams. Like, who knows where we would be, but it just, everybody's so close to scoring, everybody's so close to saving. It's just a game of inches right now.
Oh,
wow. And then that happens.
Tan Banana. I mean, from the 5 saves to the shot all the way downfield. A quick little shot, came back out from the net, chased it, perfectly centered downfield, and the player that was meant to almost be in the goal was grabbing the mega pack, and a great opportunity taken advantage of. To your point there, Trey, an early goal scored, and maybe not early compared to some games that's happening here in VESL, but early in this one nonetheless.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that Tan Banana might be my X factor here. Sometimes the guy who's playing back makes all the difference.
He sees everything, sees the plot holes, and is able to finesse offensive opportunities, even down midfield, as you saw. As the ball again is on Providence's side, but we saw that did not matter in the previous go of things, as Providence looking to push the chains forward, and the ball will just come to a dead halt over towards the mega pack on the orange side of the field. Nobody from Providence even had enough boost to try to contest this, but here comes Gecko just expunging all of their boost for a quick little center opportunity, but Peyton will use the rest of their boost to get a center of their own.
Oh, man, just keeping the ball in the center. There's so much, but nobody there to take advantage, or somebody from the opposing team always coming in just a little bit quicker.
Ball, again, ping-ponging back and forth over towards the Providence side. It will fall. And Surrey Early College looking for a potential opportunity, but failed sins looking for a little bit of a steal. Nice little flip kick over towards the ball. Actually had it centered, but Tan Banana misses a little bit too wide. Doesn't have enough boost for the follow-up as well, so the ball will be cleared again towards the blue side. Should be an easy defense come through, but again, 2 blue players getting in the way of one another. More boost than you probably wanted to use. A shot opportunity comes through from Surrey Early College, but denied. Gecko now on the breakaway, trying to reach all the way towards the end of the field, is being contested at the same moment in time, and now all of the defensive members are here.
Jesus, back and forth. And then on that one push there we saw from Providence, you saw a little bit of that, like maybe teamwork that we were talking about, where somebody dribbling the ball down the field and he flips it up, and then there's somebody coming in from behind to be able to take advantage. You need more of that, I think, if we're going to have some points put on the board here by both teams.
So you're trying to be more opportunistic as Gecko, who's really been a battering ram for Providence this entire game, number 3, but they still hold this 1-0 lead, and it's been 2 minutes since then. So failed sends back towards the defense. Gecko and Tan Banana getting in the way of each other. Tan Banana incredibly low on boost. Tries to go for another shot on goal. Will be at least tacked on with that, but easy denial coming through for Surrey Early College, who are looking a little bit of an offense play of their own. Nice little bump back towards the center. Getting closer towards the goal. Failed sins off the Mega Boost pack. Will be able to get it out from their goal, but Gummy Bear, not enough boost again to be able to follow up on this play. A demolition incurs. It's a 3v2, but the ball is swatted back over towards Surrey's side.
Yeah, just back and forth here, back and forth. Oh, shot on goal, though. Oh, just barely misses again. It's a game of inches, I'm telling you.
Just a little bit too high. And even in that moment of time, you saw right there, Tambanana just rolling over the ball, couldn't get it in towards the goal. Just a very awkward situation as Gecko now is trying again to be able to get the shot on the goal. Ooh. Just a bit on the outside from Feldson's last desperate attempt. 1 minute remains here in this game, number 3.
Providence looking good here, as low scoring as these affairs have been, but it's only a 1-goal lead. So.
Oh, that's a shot. Just blocked. Nice defense coming through yet again for Providence, who are just trying to go for the clear. They could just play defense for the next 40.
Yeah, but still the pressure's on for Providence here. Ball of their court. Shot on goal again. Probably centering it up. No, nice touch by Feldsons there.
Able to reset it. Here comes the heroic play out of Gummy Bear. Just pirouetting through the air. Cannot connect with the ball. It gets cleared once again from Providence, who are playing stellar, lights-out defense so far in this back 40 seconds. Only 15 remain. You can just tell the desperation is coming through from Surrey Early College. Gummy Bear almost just came in like a flash of lightning, but cannot get the ball inside the goal. Another shot on goal. Feldsons picks it up, but will be denied again. 3 seconds remain. Ball needs to remain in the air just to stay in the game, and it's going to get swatted down. Providence take the swing. Game number 3.
Man, I thought that was a goal for sure, but last second, somebody just in the goal. Always story of these matches. Yeah, that was a much closer game. It seemed like more quality shots maybe, and a little bit more teamwork going on in that match on both sides.
Providence had a lot more control. The ball was definitely on their side of the field more often than not, but I mean, this is just a lower numbered game number 1 that we had, just perfectly even in between Providence and Surrey Early College. Just not a whole lot of information to go off of. Both had breakaway moments. Both have really good defensive rotations. It was just Providence's early goal scored back at 3 minutes, 57 seconds remaining. And they was just, again, back to the neutral, defense on defense.
For sure. And Feldsons having a huge game here on the offense and the defensive side. So I guess Providence sort of putting their stuff together here. I'm curious if that will continue.
Well, game number 4 is about to be underway, and we will see if this has game 5 written all over again. Surrey Early College took game number 1, but the way that the tale has been going is that Providence are on a renaissance when it comes down to their early game woes, and realistically, not a lot has changed. It's been 1-0s for the first 3 games, so I don't really know what else data you want from me. I'm ready for game number 4 to get underway and be able to see what's going to give in between these two teams who have been playing very good Rocket League so far.
Yeah, I'm predicting a 1-0. I'm not going to say who's going to win, but I'm predicting a 1-0.
Bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. Is the ball immediately towards Providence side? Same news, different game. But we've seen that on a moment's notice. A game can shift, even in between these two teams. Again, aerial acrobatics being utilized between two members. Swatted back down, cleared. Johnny, no boost, just maybe trying to set her off one of his teammates, but not a whole lot he can do here.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really even know what you do when a team decides to set up super defensively like that. I don't know, maybe it becomes a boost game and you just kind of give them the ball, go get your boosts, and then reset, wait for your opportunity. But, oh, that was a nice touch. Oh, that was a huge touch.
Wow.
Gummy snuck one in there on Providence. Wow.
Just kind of lobbed it. I don't even know if he intended to do this, but look at the soft touch from the tire. Tambanana misses a little bit too high, and then the second player that was down there just couldn't get the angle off of a very generous touch out of Gummy Bear.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling when you're that goalie stuck there in that goal like that, and you're just right there at it, but you can't get to it.
Again, if you're new to the game of Rocket League, the biggest difference, as I'm sure that you're seeing, when you get a forward bump full boost, that is the heaviest hit that you could potentially do. Anywhere on the car's body is also a very heavy hit, but if you touch with the tires, it is a very, very soft hit. Right there with the side of the car, we'll send it directly towards where it was angled. Another shot on the goal, but a save will incur. The ball looking to get cleared by Providence.
Gummy almost pulled that off again. Right at that corner, just that little soft touch. He's got a little secret weapon he's pulling out right now.
Game of finesse so far. Ball now on Surrey's side, so Providence have a chance for offense. Have a healthy amount of boost, but where are the blue members for Providence? Nowhere to be found so far. Is Gummy Bear's going to be able to get another clear. Tambanana there for the interception, just trying to set up one of his teammates. But how about a quick little shot on goal? Defender there for Feldsons. Reset, soft touch back down. Payton trying to get the last touch needed to get into the back of the goal. Won't happen this time around as the ball resets once again.
So much precision happening, especially in this match. So many shots on goal, but so many goalies there to stop them.
Here's a forward play. Johnny gonna get intercepted. Gecko trying to go for the clear again. Trying to go for a little bit of a breakout moment, but gets tapped midair by a Surrey Early College member, and they will get control once again.
I saw the demos go down significantly in the last match. So,
Ask and you shall receive, as Gecko is now removed. Back respawn, but a 3v2 power play moment, even for a few seconds, doesn't really surmount to anything. But off the backboard, here comes the touch around the side. Gummy Bear can't find the angle. And the ball back towards the corner again.
a lot of pressure here, though, for Surrey Early College.
Forced a little bit too far out of the center, and Gummy Bear's going back for this chase. And a little bit of a boost hawk moment actually denies not only just Providence any of that boost, but also his teammates that were nearby. Another shot on goal. Just a little bit too wide. Ball back down towards 50-yard line. Providence looking for some offense. Demo incurs just a little bit too high. Payton was ready to catch it. Picks up the mega boost as well. And another breakout play just denied because Johnny just doesn't have the boost.
You got to be getting so frustrated if you're these teams and all these goals just so close to going in.
You could hear a pin drop in between these two, or a plethora amount of ball being hit with small RC cars. Either way, it's the same to me. 1 minute and 35 remain. Ball over towards Surrey's side, trying to get a little bit of a play, but Gummy's there for the play once again. And you saw it just from Gummy Bear's perspective. You had failed sins all the way to the back of your net. You're basically trusting Tan Banana and Gecko to play this 2v3 and finesse a goal. There comes Gummy Bear again.
Yeah.
Nice little tap coming through from Johnny, and that's the same exact way that they scored goal number 1 back in game 1.
See, that's exactly what you need. That's great team play there. Gummy Bear kind of doing a little bit of a hero play there. Maybe not necessarily putting a shot on goal, but putting the ball in front of the net, right? And his teammates there to clean it up.
They also bumped somebody out of the way, too.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to them, that was the play required because it bumped the defender out of the net from just a simple hop up there and denying that goal coming through. 2-0 lead. This is the highest scoring game that we've had so far, and that's saying a lot considering what's happened in the VESL fall season of 2024 thus far. 1 minute remains. Don't want to count out Providence whatsoever, but the ball, again, has just resided on their side of the field this entire game.
Yeah, it's hard to go up when that's the case.
It is. Petition approved. Now it's over towards Surrey's side, but only got one blue member, and it's failed sins. He ain't got no boost. Tan Banana for the steal. No boost again. It's just centered. There's Gecko.
Oh, no.
Just too high. Can't find the back of the net. 30 seconds remain.
The open goal too. It's the story of this matchup so far. It's a match of inches, and even when there's a wide open goal, you know, like, oh, okay, well then, then that
wide
happens.
open goal, yeah. Just an easy play. I mean, Providence at this point are probably just thinking game 5. You got 20 seconds remain. Failed sins there for the chase, who realistically has been in the back of the net defensively for Providence this entire best of 5 so far. Gets caught lacking, trying to go for a boost.
Yeah, and it feels like that team play has really come on for Surrey College here, Surrey Early College. So many setups, so many good positionings.
Touch?
Oh, that would have been another one, but just barely missed.
Oh, there
it doesn't matter.
All right.
Okay, well, what's going on right now?
Payton just using all the boosts out from the back of the net. You'll see it right here. Just yeet, bang.
I think Surrey Early College turned on their controllers or something.
It might be something. It might be something. I'm not too sure. I mean, we'd really have to go back and dissect because it was just that first goal. I mean, ever since that first goal in like maybe a minute's time, like Providence have just crumbled in this game 4. Again, highest scoring game that we've had so far. Surrey Early College have laid on the pressure often in every single minute, and you'd have to reckon that even if this ball goes in, it's not going to really matter, as it's just egregious ball touching. From here on out, game 5, we will go. Surrey Early College extends the series.
Yeah, and that was a huge game for them. They just put everything together, it seemed like. 3 shots on goal by everybody. All the shots were close, only 4 go in, but yeah.
You know, in a best of 5 series where we've been like, they've had 7 shots, they've had 8, 10, and 9. And then you look at this one, and it's 9-1. Is just egregious beyond belief. And, like, even Peyton coming in and getting that last goal as well is just, like, a testament to, like, how much defense they are playing. Just it's not that Providence aren't trying to get involved. It's just that Surrey Early College just will not let them.
Yeah, I don't know what to say here for Providence. I guess they're going to have to maybe start putting that teamwork together a little bit like Surrey Early College did if they want to come back here. But, yeah, it's looking tough if that's how the match is going to go.
Yeah, I'll say. So Game 5 is on the horizon here in between these two CMS schools, Providence versus Surrey Early College, who have turned on the Jets, it would seem, in this best of 5 so far. They got tested. They won the first game 1-0, lost the next 2 1-0, and then made a statement here in game number 4, winning this in a 4-0 fashion here. Game 5 just about ready to get underway for us here very, very shortly. And Providence needs to recollect themselves because after winning 2 in a row and then getting slammed like that, that's a certain hit to the mental.
Yeah, they're just going to have to step up their defense. Maybe go back on their laurels, start focusing on the defense a little bit, build some confidence. Or Tambonaz is just going to come out with aerials right at the goal at the beginning, but no, stopped here by Peyton. Back to the Providence side here.
Again, the ball has resided on the blue side of the field the majority of this game. That I almost wish that I could get a stat that is possession because, like, the ball has just been existing over here. 2 defenders here. Tan Banana just going to go for a light little touch and will just stop the dead ball or stop the ball dead in its tracks. And, well, Surrey Early College are certainly continuing on with their offense. In this onslaught, just ball knocked up a little bit too high. Could not follow up on that one whatsoever, but it's just a relentless assault out of Surrey. Good Lord.
Yeah, maybe Providence play a little bit more solid on the defensive side here. Try to get up their boost, maybe steal some boost from Surrey Early College so that they have to back off a little bit, but they're just keeping this offensive charge here going and going and going.
Yeah, Johnny, even with no boost, comes in for the play as well. Mega boost will spawn right in front of Tambonana. Doesn't get it as well, just trying to go for the clear.
Phillips in with a sneaky move, trying to hide there on the goalpost.
Ball again over towards the blue side of the field. A mid-air demolition comes through. Rare that you see those, but
oh no,
Gecko going to be denied. Here's the shot. Tambonana, nice little recollection, resetting the ball. The juggle comes through, and the goal has been scored.
I thought that was about to be a choke, but no, he just was lining it up, taking his time, coming in clutch.
A good recentering coming through from Tambonana. Again, as you coined back in game number 1 and 2, the X factor for Providence. Strikes first here in this crucial Game 5. Ball off the early hit, back over towards the orange side of the field, and Surrey Early College are starting to reel a little bit.
Yeah, so maybe for Providence, like I said, it seemed like they started out defensive. They were dealing with the Surrey Early College being, oh, well.
Okay. Or Peyton's just going to come and make a half-court play. Here's the centering again from Johnny, and we've seen this before, like, Peyton playing so far back allows them to see all of this timing, and obviously the demolition that came through on a Gecko in the net is a crucial moment there as well, but a great use of just spacing of Peyton.
I don't know if that's something that they've kind of seen now that they maybe should try to take advantage of, but seeing a player sitting towards the goal and you make the center and then go towards the goalie and blow him up, I mean, that's pretty unstoppable, right?
Targeting is a real thing at the highest level of Rocket League. Like, if you can find a well-placed demo, you're in a really good position to be able to score that goal, as you just saw. So, ball trying to get cleared. It's back over towards the blue side. The whole crowd goes mild as nobody was surprised. But a nice little moment from Tambonana trying to go for a juggle across midfield. Cannot go coast to coast fully as the ball resets once again.
Yeah, so I think Providence here, they just need to play a little bit slower. It seems like Surrey Early College is a very aggressive team, and maybe Providence just needs to sort of pick their windows of time here. Let Surrey Early College exhaust a lot of that aggression, catch them when they're low on boost, and then just try to push it in.
Just waiting for the mega boost over there was Peyton. Was able to get it. Johnny's using a lot of boost just to try to keep pace here as all boost is expunged out of Gummy Bear and gets chased down by a defensive player. Should be an easy moment. No, actually just touched again. Failed since. Trying to go for a little bit of a chase. No boost. Finds the half-field mega boost as 2 members are trying to fight over this ball between 2 different teams. And Tambonana trying to go for the clear. Gets the demo instead. They have numbers on this side of the field now.
Gummy Bear seems like he's a really good player. There's so many situations where, like right there, he just basically stole the ball right out of their hands. I think it was Tan Banana maybe, but
how about this? Nice little corner pocket from Peyton again. 2 goals scored. Scored the last one in game number 4 and scores the second one here. Just
pass to himself.
I mean, if you're not going to center it for me, I'll do it myself.
Just taking over the game.
Yeah, I'll say.
The offensive onslaught here continues. Providence, I don't know. I mean, I keep saying maybe play defensive, but Surrey Early College really turning it up here.
Yeah, the defense has only gotten them so far. It's gotten them to clear the ball, and they scored the first goal in this game, number 5. But like, clearing the ball is just step number 1. Tan Banana trying to do a little bit more, but misses a little bit. Was failed since trying to put on their best Peyton impersonation. But here comes a play downfield towards the blue side. A little bit of a steal midair for the save, and the ball was going to get cleared once more.
Oh, right over it's free. Nope, still 1 player back for Surrey Early College, and back to Providence side of the field it goes here with another
Peyton.
shot on goal.
Just stuffed by 1 player with low boost in the net. And Johnny downfield as well, trying to go for a little bit of a score, but didn't have enough boost to be able to do so. Here comes another chase midair. Tapped, and that means that Gummy Bear can't follow it up, but Peyton again from downtown, just using boosts, picking up the pieces from Gummy Bear center.
It definitely just feels like what we were talking about a little bit earlier on, where it was this constant onslaught of shot on goal, shot on goal, shot on goal. Now it's kind of changed a little bit to where people are centering the ball up and other players are coming through and finishing up the centers and whatnot. So just a better team play overall from Surrey Early College right now, and it's really showing on the scoreboard.
I think it's a lot of Peyton right now. He's just sitting back, just waiting for these moments to strike, and it's just been magnificent. Because you don't see Peyton on the screen all too often doesn't mean he's not watching, reading the situation, as now they have 3 goals in this game number 5 with 20 seconds remain. The ball's on Surrey's side, and Providence would do well just to score now to maybe give themselves a chance to take this best of 5 after winning 2 in a row, games 2 and 3. But Surrey Early College looking to win when it matters. 10 seconds now remain. The clock will start to tick all the way down. Gummy Bear still looking for an offensive maneuver, but even if the ball touches the ground, it's still going to be game. It's still 2 goals to the good that Surrey hold over Providence's head, and here we go. Ball just needs to touch the ground a single time. Tan Banana tried to go for a play downfield. Touched again, denied Gummy Bear. Just should let it touch the floor, but it's another tap coming through from Gecko.
Ooh.
And just misses wildly off of a friendly, trying to come back in to intercept. Does not work out in their favor, and Surrey Early College with the back 2 with his best of 5.
Yeah, and I was thinking right before these stats popped up, there had to have been a ton of shots on goal here from Surrey Early College, and you're looking at 10 to 1. So, man, it's just that's the differential in those last 2 games, right? I mean, if you're getting those kinds of shots on goal, you're eventually going to score, and Surrey Early College coming out on top because of that.
I would say it's consistency, isn't it, for Surrey Early College? Like, they consistently always had a high amount of shots on goal, a high amounts of saves as well. And then you saw like the line graph move up for Providence as the game reached about game number 3, and then it just fell straight past the negative. It was definitely interesting to see the decline, but I mean, it could be a stamina thing, could be a consistency thing, but I mean, Surrey Early College are able to strike first here as far as our Rocket League broadcast is concerned. We still have one more best of 5 in store for you all. It will be between Myers Park and Porter Ridge, their A team, after this short break. We'll be right back.
obvious things are it's a space for students to game, but I think this space provides a lot of other learning opportunities and experiential learning opportunities for students. The career transfer pieces, whether you're in media, production, or you're doing event management, we have an opportunity to train students to get out in the community to help us lead a lot of different esports initiatives, both locally, regionally, and nationally. Tournament hosting, sponsorships within the esports community, continuing to build our competitive edge with our student recruitment. I think that UNCG's positioned itself to really be the leaders on that forefront.
Well, again, just another really cool thing to think about, again, for all you high school players out there, Rocket League, Smash Brothers, Overwatch, and college football, even if you play Fortnite, for crying out loud. Just the collegiate representation that we have from UNCG is really, really cool, and something that you should probably be thinking about, because it is potentially where your future could go, as you just heard. Media, production, you name it, commentating. There's a place for everybody when it comes down to esports, and it can help you get your college education. But as we continue on with Rocket League here, again, we do have Myers Park versus Porter Ridge. Again, RDs, Andy and Trey along with you for this entire ride for CMS. And we just got done off of an absolute barn burner of a best of 5 between Surrey Early College A, who took the win over Providence as well. So, you know, if there's one thing about the CMS region, this one is probably slated to be another banger.
Yeah, for sure. Myers Park, one of the biggest schools in the country, I believe. So they've got a lot of people over there who I'm sure are playing Rocket League all the time. So I expect big things out of them.
We'll have to see how they do fare against this Porter Ridge school as well. There's another me versus you, as it naturally ends up being here on this this entire show. But as we have in store for us, it should be a very healthy amount of competition. As Trey was saying, Myers Park is a very tenured school, and that not only just speaks just for their sports program, but also their esports program. Since VESL has been a part of the state of North Carolina, they have definitely taken its fair share of play. So a little bit of a field swap. This time we are underwater between Myers Park and Porter Ridge.
Just trying to notice the names here.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing. we are just watching some car soccer. I don't even know which participants are which. I'll be honest with you.
I believe blue maybe is Myers Park's here. Myers Park. But yeah, blue is Myers Park. I see Boger. I know Boger. Hi, Boger.
That is a very familiar name. That'll make things easier as well as we get underway with our aquatic matchup. Ball towards the blue side, so trying to at least look for a play on towards the goal, but Myers Park are going to be clearing said ball all the way back over towards the opposite side.
A lot of pressure here from... Oh, and then they put it in the goal there. So Porter Ridge going up 1-0 here. Just unfortunate timing there for Myers Park, I believe. Not a lot of people back. Some people getting bullied out of the goal, and goal comes through there for Clouds.
Yeah, you saw the demo that also partook over there as well. Just kind of off-centered everything as a early 1-0 lead for Porter Ridge. Myers Park looking for a little bit of an answer here early as the ball will be sent over towards Porter Ridge's side, but a nice little play from Clouds, who just previously scored the last goal. Will be in a position to try to recenter the ball for one of his teammates, but lots of blue members over here for Myers Park for the recentering.
Yeah, the ball is just constantly right in front of that goal here. Somebody's got to finish that off, but it's just... Is it going to happen? Oh my gosh, it's just staying there. Somebody put it in. Jesus. Nope, and it gets cleared out. That is insane. I cannot believe that they did not finish there.
Unbelievable scenes. Looking to at least get the ball in the net somehow, some way, as we saw some BIOS leaks coming through. Wow. Regardless of the fact, 3 minutes still on the board. Plenty of game left for Myers Park to try to tie up this game. Number one, again, you do have some safety nets when it comes down to a best of 5. Can learn from your previous mistakes, but it's almost the same talk, just a different teams and venue, is that you do have two teams that are incredibly close to one another on trying to play defense while also trying to get ample shots on the net.
So the ball swings back over here to Myers Park side and back over to the other side. Back and forth, back and forth.
Ball now on Porter Ridge's side, trying to go for a little bit of a stop play. Well, I saw one Myers Park member attempt to do so. Gang and friends now all the way up towards the top of the ceiling, trying to get a play downfield, at least from what I can see. As we are now back, and the ball is back over towards Myers' side.
That was a little backwards touch there. I can't even. Is that car red or blue?
Could be both, depending on the light, the way it hits it.
I remember when I played, I would always try to make my car look like it could be both sides as well. So I'm sure a little strategy coming there from that guy. Oh, and then the deep shot. That was assist from.
That was just smacked off of the roof from. I think the ball just got touched in between two different cars. It just went straight into the air and.
Yeah. Right in the corner there.
Easy cleanup there. So Myers Park answered back finally, one apiece.
Already shaping up to maybe look like a little bit more of an offensive matchup than our last one.
Not hard to beat, considering we had
Yep.
1-0s for the first several games. So Demo will come through. Porter Ridge with a slight power play, but third player should now be back up for Myers Park as they're trying to move the field downfield, and it gets stolen over towards Porter Ridge's side. Myers Park trying to look for a play on the goal, but doesn't really have anybody in position. Just tapped back. No goals to be had here, as a lot of defensive members for Porter Ridge ready to reset.
Oh, free open goal. Nope. Somebody comes in from the side there.
I really wanted a juke there, but couldn't find it. Couldn't get a secondary tap. Just too easy to read. This ball gets cleared once again over towards Myers Park's side. Cleared once again. It's just a jostle for any sort of advantage as we reach the 1-minute mark.
Trying to see like a lot of individual play. It's looking like a lot of people sort of trying to dribble the ball. Just not a lot of plays happening, it looks like. Just kind of reaction.
Yeah, not a whole lot of breakout plays comparatively to what we had in our opening series today. I'll say that much, but here's a little bit of a moment, but runs out of boost. Cannot get the full-on play to go forward. As we reach 30 seconds remaining. Again, overtime will ensue unless one team does score in the next 25.
Ooh. Oh.
Orby trying to go for a little bit of a play from Porter Ridge, cannot find it. And the ball just gingerly rolls back across the 50-yard line, resets back over towards Myers Park's side. Or desperately trying to go for a little bit of a play. A mid-air demo occurs, power play over. You got to try to make a play happen here. 5 seconds remain. Trying to get this ball into the net, but just juggling it in front of their own goal. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I suppose, but that was scary. Overtime, here we go.
So many times where the ball's just sitting right in front of the net and nobody's there to capitalize.
Great opening coming through for Myers Park, but nobody there for the follow-up off of getting the boost. The early get-go. Nice little follow-up this time around as the ball will get swatted back towards Porter Ridge's side. Defense just gets snagged immediately. Orby, not there this time around. It's the second goal scored by Dioxis, and we'll end up taking this 1-0 lead for Myers Park, who were certainly down for a good while, but I mean, Dioxis definitely has the angles, I'll say that much.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot that was overtime already. Yeah, they're bringing this one home.
It was so low scoring, lots of defense. You can see right here from the stats accrued in the game.
5 shots on goal there for Orby.
Yeah. Porter Ridge were certainly active, you're not wrong, but like Myers Park were pretty cerebral. I mean, like they were playing for like the one clear and the one setup, and once they got both that one setup, that one clear, that one time, they scored goals.
Yeah, exactly. And the more that I'm watching Rocket League, I feel like the more I'm learning that that's the strat, right? You can shoot as many shots on goal, but if you have 3 cars sitting there in front of the goal, it's really hard to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're playing against good players. So when you're taking an aggression out on somebody like that and they see a window and you get too aggressive, that's when you're in trouble. And that seems to be what Myers Park has done here.
All right, so game number 2 about to be underway between Myers Park and Porter Ridge. Another CMS matchup. Go figure, you're on the CMS broadcast. But here we go. Game number 2. Dioxis had a great game number 1. Scored the 2 goals required for the W. As the ball immediately just shot on the net by Orby, who had the highest number for their team, but saved by Dioxis.
Let's see if that trend continues here. The aggression initially out of Porter Ridge there, but then Myers Park coming back, trying to take advantage maybe, but oh, here goes again. This is exactly what I'm talking about. His little shot was a little bit off goal there, but all the players for Porter Ridge there on Myers Park's side, and they're able to get a shot on goal from across field that if it would have been on net, would have been an easy free goal there for Myers Park.
Got to be opportunistic. We got to be able to take these opportunities. Awkward bump right there. It didn't really leave Orby an option to get a shot in towards the goal. This one player defensively down the lane there for Porter Ridge as Myers Parker trying to set themselves up defensively as Orby is trying to go for a little bit of a set play. Does get the shot on the net by Doxis. Is there for the save. Doesn't get the breakaway moment either. We are at a stalemate through the opening minute plus.
Yeah, just a little bit of back and forth here. A couple misses there. Shot on goal right off the corner. Nothing happening though, so Myers Park was about to break away, but back to Myers Park's side of the field here. See if Porter Ridge can take advantage, but no. Ball's centered up. Nope. Just flying. Ball's flying around everywhere. Not really going towards goals. Just kind of somebody trying to take control here.
It's just awkward bump after bump. Just no real opportunity for these players to see a chance to strike. Here comes a nice little setup, but already set up was Gang and Friends, so ball is going to be swatted down. No boost here for Clouds, trying to get the center, and well, it doesn't get the angle, do they? As Impulsive Waffle will be sent towards the Shadow Realm. Gang and Friends will be joining them there, but no power play to speak of, as again, the ball is still just gingerly hanging out on Myers Park's side. Clouds trying to go for a little bit of a trunk tap in towards the top left corner of the net, but misses wildly and the ball gets reset.
Myers Park seems to be slowly tending towards the defensive here. Ball's just always on their side of the field, which, as we've seen, not necessarily a bad thing. They just need to look for their windows of time to take advantage of the aggression that Porter Ridge is putting out.
Sure do. Need one of those opportunities to come through. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remains here in this ever-crucial game number 2. Love a response here if you are Porter Ridge after, realistically, that game 1 was just so winnable for you. You just nearly lost out to Dioxis, just getting really heated up at the last 2.5 minutes of the game. But 2 minutes remain here in this game number 2. Ball again over towards Porter Ridge's side. Trying to find an opportunity, Myers Park, to maybe add into that 1 goal required to be able to take a lead here. But it's getting trailed by Orby. Gets a nice little shot on the net by Dioxis there for the save once again.
Yeah, and I keep seeing this recurring thing that seems to happen. Clears will happen for Myers Park, and it seems like it's towards an open goal, but they just don't have somebody on the other side of the field to get there quick enough to take advantage of it. Which just leads to this aggression from Porter Ridge.
That shot came from downtown. Here's that shot all the way down here. It's this touch right there that just got sent all the way downfield. And yeah, there's certain aggression to be talked about on the other side of it. I mean, like, Myers Park got lost in the sauce. Yeah. They were too aggressive. There was nobody in a position to try to deny that ball and the angle that it had onto the back of their goal. So a minute 30 to score a single goal, the guarantee overtime, 2 for the dub. If you are Myers Park, can they get it done?
Myers Park really just kind of falling prey there to what was their own strat for winning the previous match.
Ball still just hanging around Porter Ridge's net. Tries to get a shot. Just tapped to hit the left side of the net. Porter Ridge are thinking reset. If you're Myers Park, you would love to regain position out of this ball and try to get it in towards the net swiftly. Put yourself in a position to maybe try to win this game, let alone set it to overtime. Clouds is back in off the reset. A bit of a play coming through. Soft touch comes back through. Not in a position to try to take advantage of it again, or Myers Park.
Yeah, Myers Park going to have to turn up the aggression here. They've been playing defensive pretty much all this game, so being down 0-1 with 30 seconds left, you're going to have to flip that script a little bit and try to start putting some of the pressure on Porter Ridge, but no, your aggression kind of plays against you there again, and Porter Ridge putting another one in.
Should be the game 2 cemented there with 2 goals to the good. 34 seconds remaining. Also, we'll play out of Orby, who are consistent. We'll say that much. Consistent, because there's been a lot of plays, a lot of potential for breakout plays as well for Orby, but ultimately speaking, it's just the shots on the goal has just been there. As again, Orby gets possession of the ball, brings it all the way towards the Myers Park side of the field, gets swatted back. Need 2 goals in 15 seconds if you want to at least extend it to overtime if you are Myers Park, and it's not looking likely.
Yeah, it just doesn't tend to their play style. It seems like they're more of a defensive team from what I've seen so far, not flying around and putting all the aggression on like Porter Ridge have been. So as it ticks down here.
Oh, hello, Bakasman. All right. Ball swatted down.
Yeah.
Okay, Porter Ridge will end up taking the W here in game number 2. So we're tied up 1 apiece here in this best of 5 of the CMS matchup. And again, 7 shots on goal. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
A little bit of a spoiler. I saw that and was waiting until the end here to see, to have a little conversation about it. But yeah, 7 shots on goal, and I think 2 for the entire other team. So.
And it was only on 1 player, and it was Dioxis.
Yeah.
Who was really just. It is the sole reason, if you really think about it, why they were able to win game number 1. It was solely because Dioxis heated up, scored the goal with about 1:20 left, forces overtime, and then within like the first 45 seconds of overtime was able to score that goal as well. So this game is tied up 1 apiece as far as this best of 5 series is concerned. So we will be getting into game number 3 here very shortly between the two. And well, without further ado, ask and you shall receive. Here it is.
Let's see if the aggression stays on here. Again, if you're Myers Park, you just need to look for your windows here. It seems like Porter Ridge just high-flying all over the place. They're really good at keeping the pressure up, so Myers Park is going to have to play into that. They can't out-aggress them, but they can look for their defensive windows, and it did not happen there. The aggression just coming through.
Explosive Waffle, right place, right time. Weird name. Clouds just off the touch. I mean, that could have been a really bad situation if you think about it. Both Clouds and Waffle were trying to go for the same exact ball, and it was at least scored. But that could have been a breakout potential with all 3 players for Porter Ridge on one side of the goal. But 1-0 lead, nonetheless. Myers Park looking to answer back quickly.
Yeah, and if you're Myers Park, I don't know, you got to change something up, I think. The momentum is clearly in Porter Ridge's side here, and they're just doing such a good job at keeping the ball on Myers Park's side, and it's so difficult to get goals when that's happening. And there's a free the bank shot and bounce off the ground. What's even happening right now?
Orby is doing Orby things. And you can see right there, nobody was credited for the assist because Orby doesn't need one.
Yeah, was there anybody else on the field? I don't think so. I think it was just Orby right there.
It's looking like a practice simulation right now for Orby, as we are now up to game 3 as the UI gets updated. Porter Ridge versus Myers Park. Porter Ridge with a decisive game number 2, looking likely for a decisive game number 3, as they have scored the same amount of goals as they did in game number 2, but 3 minutes faster.
Yeah, and maybe just a little case of the cold Z's coming into game 1 for Porter Ridge, and they finally warmed up, and now just constantly keeping the ball on the blue side of the field.
Looking like a disconnect coming through from Myers Park.
Oh.
There's some conversation coming through, and why the goal was so easy to come through is they're willing to give a goal back until one player from Porter Ridge is not reading the match chat, is just telling them to score it. As one cool mechanic from Rocket League is that Gang of Friends was able to get right back in towards this matchup. So good esportsmanship coming through from Porter Ridge. We love to see that.
Yeah, that's nice. You don't see that often.
No, you do not. Not anywhere in video games. Definitely not in my Call of Duty lobbies, I'll tell you that much. But now it's just a 1 lead. Everything is reset since Gang of Friends realistically has lost. So yeah, 3 minutes remain.
All right, let's see if the same old story continues. Looks like Myers Park coming out the gate with the ball on Porter Ridge side of the field, which we have not seen often, but right back to Porter Ridge. Oh, I thought he was about to throw some crazy stuff in.
Ball backboarded, still hanging around the blue side net. Myers Park able to get the clear. Gang of Friends.
Okay.
There was no aerials required. He didn't even have boost. He just used, watch this. Just whatever boost was left, dodges Waffle, and the defensive player couldn't get there in time.
That's wild. Yeah, and I mean, that's what you're going to have to do, I think, if you're Myers Park to win these matches, is look for those little openings like that where Porter Ridge has overextended themselves and just go for it.
All right, so tie ball game.
Is it about to happen again? It's about to happen again?
Gang and Friends.
Yeah, he scored it.
He just centered it for himself, the soft touch off the wheels. Watch this again. It's another breakout play for Gang and Friends, who gets the demo along the way, jumps one soft touch off the right side of the goal. 1-goal lead now for Myers Park.
I cannot believe that that squeezed in. But even if it didn't, you saw there that there were 2 other Myers. Oh, no.
Okay. It's a tie ball game, as you were saying.
Well, I was saying that there were 2 other people to follow up, but when there isn't anybody that touched the ball at the beginning of the match or beginning of the break there, that's tough.
Yeah, Dioxys just messed up their rollout ever so slightly. Boger's there for the touch this time around. Not again, right? Okay. It was close. It was close, but we got ourselves a tie ball game here. 2 minutes, 25 remain.
Regardless here, though, it seems like Myers Park maybe now has a little bit of a recipe for what they need to be doing to counter this aggression from Porter Ridge.
Just have aggression yourself. Get these setups going. You don't need to be cute with it. The ball just needs to go in the goal for crying out loud. It's just that simplistic.
Just kick it in the goal for it.
Yeah. Ball now back over towards Porter Ridge's side. Myers Park trying to surmount somewhat of an offense, but Clouds able to at least get a little bit of a reset coming through. Orby's now
nice
off the
touch.
breakaway, and that is goal centered.
Oh!
Just barely saved by Boger. And the ball will live to see another life.
That was so close. Oh, and the little in-air adjustment, but still no follow-up there.
Hard to read that situation.
Yeah.
Clouds now trying to get the ball. Nice little read on where it was going to roll up the wall, but still a lot of defensive players here from Myers Park trying to go for the clear. Now towards the center. Nobody from Porter Ridge in a position to try to tap that ball in towards the goal. And now we're just bumping into each other. Orby realizes the situation, concedes the space, goes to play some defense now as Waffle was able to find the clear, but Orby gets intercepted. Demoed. A power play now as the ball gets reset towards Porter Ridge's side.
See if Myers Park can, nope, right back across.
Back over towards enemy territory. Orby has possession of the ball, has been electric with their car work so far, but Gang and Friends, since coming back in towards the game, it's been a finesse monster. Recenters for somebody, and Dioxys comes in for the easy tap. 4-3 lead for Myers Park.
Oh, how momentum has shifted. Myers Park now putting the pressure on Porter Ridge. Porter Ridge might have to make some adjustments here. Maybe their aggression is going to have to dial back some before they can, I don't know, take some more goals off of Myers Park. Stalemate in the center here.
This is going to get down to the nitty-gritty. We got 2 demos already.
Oh,
tall ball just centered.
time.
Orby comes flying on in after being demoed.
It seems like every time Myers Park works so hard to score a goal, Porter Ridge just comes off the break. That's 2 that they've just broke and
Immediately
scored
answered
immediately.
back within the first 5 seconds of the round starting.
Yeah.
4-4. 40 seconds remains in conventional play, and then we'll go to overtime should nobody else score a goal. But Orby trying to go for some crazy acrobatics. Had a nice little shot on the goal there, but not enough boost to seal the deal. Dioxys now on the opposite side. Trying to set up his teammates for a nice little center. Nobody was in a position to just swat it away.
No
it's
shot.
rolling towards the net, and nobody can get there in time, but it doesn't reach the back of the net until Impulsive Waffle comes to tap it in. 5-4 lead now for Porter Ridge.
Oh, that's got to be so deflating if you're Myers Park. You're playing so well, and then it's like these little, I'm not going to call them gimmicky goals, but goals where it seems like you don't have to work so hard for, just kind of free. But they're still in it. 17 seconds. They're going to have to come out super aggressive here, and they're doing it.
Gang and Friends trying to go for the quick little goal. We saw that just a few moments ago, but Orby's there for the interception. Ball now back over towards Myers Park's side. Dioxys trying to roll this ball downfield, but misses it. And now the ball's back on their side. Clouds trying to set up somebody. Impulsive Waffle misses, but the ball is still on the ground. Porter Ridge win game number 3. They have a 2-1 lead in this series.
That is a heart-wrenching loss there for Myers Park. They started playing so well, and what are we looking at here? 12 shots on goal for Porter Ridge. I mean, it's pretty even across the board, all said and done. But Myers Park sort of coming into their own. Even though they lost that game, this is probably pretty positive for them going forward here. They kind of have a formula, it seems like.
Yeah, that formula starts with an O and ends in an Orby. Like that guy is just quite literally doing just about everything that they possibly can on this side of Rocky River to potentially win this series. I mean, 8 shots, 3 saves, 2 demos, 2 goals. It just always feels like that when Orby is juggling the ball, Porter Ridge have a chance.
Yeah.
And to be fair, when Gang and Friends did come back into the lobby, started playing really, really well. We saw the 2 quick goals come through in quick succession from Gang and Friends, but the follow-up just was not there this time around as Porter Ridge just eked out 2 more goals within about 30 seconds of each other if you're really thinking about it. So game number 4 about to be getting underway here between Porter Ridge High School versus Myers Park A. Myers Park need to win this last game of game number 4, force a game 5, and Porter Ridge just need 1.
Let's see if Orby continues to do Orby things here. Ball immediately out of the gate. Oh, no, I was going to say to Myers Park side, but now it's back on Myers Park side of the field.
As it feels like it's been possessed on this side of the field continuously. Nice little reset coming through from Waffle. Doesn't have boost to fully chase it, but got in a position to send it back towards Myers Park's side. As Porter Ridge, you're just looking for that one setup, that one opportunity. Set up one of these guys with an opportunity to get that ball in towards the net. Myers Park, though, with an opportunity to score here. Nice little shot on the net. 2 defenders in place, though.
Ooh, that was almost bad. Almost hit it towards this goal, but there's a good shot on goal.
Come through, back towards Myers Park's side. Just a game of ping pong going back and forth between these 2 high schools for the past 40 seconds. Here comes Orby, centering it for himself, but denied players defensively there for Myers Park.
Oh, interesting. Wonder if that was a purpose miss, but nonetheless, ball still on there. Oh, no. And that, I don't know if that was on purpose, if that missed touch or whatever by Deoxys, but ultimately leading to this goal.
Yeah, just kind of like passed it right back into him.
Yeah.
That ball was going in anyway, but just needed a forward bump to send it back towards their corner. Deoxys tilting their car ever so slightly. Porter Ridge score within the first minute.
Oh, there's a nice woohoo to himself.
Oh no, Deoxys almost just made up for all past life's regrets, and it's going to then turn into an Orby breakaway. Not enough boost. Nice little tap coming through from Deoxys. Just centers the ball ever so slightly. Swats it back down towards the ground. No boost themselves to capitalize on that play. Gang and Friends off a little bit of aerials is able to send it down towards Orby, who gets a awkward side door demo on towards one player, but it really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Just padding his stats there a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to stay on top of the leaderboard.
There's another play towards Myers Park's side of the field. Really, no orange players were there until Orby just said, hey, I'm right here, by the way. Almost set himself up for a nice little layup in towards the net, but it then turns into Myers Park's ball possession. Boger there to capitalize on the ball. And again, just back and forth. But Porter Ridge, you're okay with this. It's just going back and forth. So long as you have a 1-goal lead. That was about to change ever so slightly. Boger looking to write the story themselves. Denied again.
Dang, Deoxys there was like...
Everybody from Myers Park has been demoed in the past 10 seconds of each other. They still have ball control, excuse me. Finally back on their side of the field. But nice little play from Orby. Able to pick up the pieces from what was a demo onto all 3 players from Myers Park eventually off the backboard. Nice little tap from the tires into the goal.
Yeah, the whole field getting reset there, basically just giving all the space for Orby to do Orby things, right? So Myers Park going to have to turn up the aggression here. Oh, can't really get the ball off the wall there.
And Alex is just trying to be a little bit too cerebral as Orby will be demoed. Will taste of their own medicine. As Clouds will try to go for a little bit of a play, but didn't get the angle in towards the net. Did waffle. Ball's going to get reset here. Does Myers Park get full clearance? And
what a play.
It certainly looks that way. On towards the goal, just a little bit to the right, and that was looking pretty good to me. Just again, another shot on the goal, but Orby able to deny and is now moving downfield, but doesn't get the touch that they're looking for. Clouds is there for the touch. Follow up just a little bit too high out of Orby, and Myers Park strike again.
Man, the counter play is happening all over the place. Myers Park's so close to scoring there. They need to keep the ball on this side of the field. Try to get that ball towards the center, but whoever that is flying high over there says no, sir. Oh, the miss.
Boger just a little bit too high. Waffle just a little bit too slow. Can't get towards the ball. Knox is there for the clear in towards their corner. Waffle there just to try to maintain presence, but Gang and Friends trying to run it down towards the orange side of the field, and it's bumping and bruising in front of the orange goal. Still Porter Ridge, hold on.
the reads from these players never cease to amaze me. They always know, even if it's going to be going high, if it's going to be, centering it up here.
I mean, Waffle
No
had
way.
no decision off
No
of what
way.
just happened, but Clouds is going to get credited with that goal, but it was a team effort out of everybody involved. Watch this again.
Oh, it just goes right by Gang Infants and Boger there.
He just gets a lovely little boost tap off of the hood, the perfect angle towards the net. 3 to the good, and Porter Ridge will take this best of 5.
Porter Ridge looking pretty stacked here. Sitting pretty, minute left, 3-goal lead. Seems no matter what Myers Park does, there's always a counter from Porter Ridge. Even when Myers Park's showing a little bit of prowess, looking like they're flipping the script a little bit, Porter Ridge just shuts it down immediately.
All right. 45 seconds to score 3 goals. Do you have that in you if you are Myers Park? We saw it happen from 2 different players in 2 different games in this best of 5. Now you need everybody to show up because Orby is just finessing a real good opportunity for a 4th goal from Porter Ridge. Gets denied by 2 defenders. 30 seconds remain. Down to 25. Myers Park on a little bit of a breakaway play, but there needs to be follow-up here, and there just isn't any to speak of.
Yeah, it's pretty much a GG's here for Myers Park, but nonetheless, they show some like bright spots that we saw. Porter Ridge looking like they're going to be a very good tough team to beat, but as the clock ticks down here.
Yeah, it should be just about over as soon as this ball touches the ground, and there it is. Porter Ridge going to take this best-of-5 series in 4 games. They lost game number 1 to Dioxis, being able to score 2 goals in about 30 seconds, including overtime. But Orby just turned into a whole different beast. 4 shots on goal, 2 saves, the 4 demos, just about everywhere he needed to be.
Orby said, impulsive, you can just take this game off. I've got it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
That's what it felt like. I mean, Waffle was always down there getting touches and stuff, but like it didn't really need to do too much because Clouds was always setting up themselves. Orby was there going for the heroic plays as well. Porter Ridge started off the season pretty darn strong as they continue on very, very well here as far as week 2 is concerned. And again, as far as all those clips are concerned, looking specifically at you, Orby, for a lot of these clips, make sure that you submit them to the Not Work platform so that way we can highlight them on our weekly recap streams. But as week 2 has now concluded, we do have leaderboards to talk about as things are starting to shift. Obviously, some teams still searching for that first loss. Some teams still biting away, not even having a single loss so far. And some teams find themselves at 1-1, typical how things do end up going for ourselves here for Rocket League. But so far, so good for at least 10 schools, all tied 2-0 apiece.
Yeah, I was trying to find Porter Ridge there. Yeah, number 8, haven't lost a match yet.
That was the first game that they had lost to out of the 2 sets that they played.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And looking at these spreads, yeah, it looks like everybody's tight up there at the top, 1 through 9 or 10 or so, like basically all the same. And I mean, that's what's going to happen, I guess, early in the season here. But as we keep going forward, we'll see these guys start to match up with each other and see who falls and who rises.
Yeah, lots of good schools to speak of. A lot of undefeated schools, both across CMS, Western, and Sandhills, of course. I know how good SEA Tech were preparing for this entire season. Same for New Bern. They were a top contender last season as well. And nice to see just the mix-up in between both you and I as far as regional directors up at the top of the leaderboard for CMS. But, yeah, Rocket League is always going to be a very special place in a lot of our hearts just because of the simplicity and the beauty that is at esports. Just so hype at so many different moments of time as far as where you can find all of these videos and where you can find all of the schedule located at weekly, much like how you are playing throughout all of these matches. All of the games are happening in sequence of one another, so all of the broadcasts are also happening at the same time as well. Play Overwatch and NCAA on Tuesday. Get to watch Overwatch and NCAA on Tuesday. Same for Smash on Wednesdays, Rocket League, and some very fun STEM competitions on Thursday, including all those memes of the week. And then you can find me and Regional Director Eli from the Oceanic side of things, giving you a recap stream every single Friday, telling you what's good and what simply isn't as far as esports is concerned here for VESL 2024. But hey, the season's getting underway, and it's kicking up pretty quickly. I mean, we already talked about it once. I might as well rehash the entire conversation. We're about midway through the season. It's not too far away.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming up. You're going to start getting into this crucial time of the schedule, right, where you're going to start separating those teams who are going to end up making it to regionals and those teams who are going to probably not make it, I mean, you take week 3, week 4 loss and you're sitting with a donut, then it's probably going to be pretty hard to make it to states and regionals and lands and stuff. But nonetheless, still plenty of time for them to watch these videos that we keep talking about, get a little bit of pointers, get a little bit better, and maybe make it.
Yeah, it's not just playing your matches, which we've been so grateful to be able to see all the turnout from all the different high schools and competitors being so involved for VESL 2024 fall season. But make sure you are abruptly taking advantage of the Chief Beef videos if you're playing Rocket League, all the different video content that we have from DeBuzz, from Overwatch, Jake, of course, and then we also have Dreeny for college football. So lots to learn and all at your disposal. Upload your clips to the Network platform where the videos are located at. If you're confused on everything I just said, get along with your mentor within all the Discord channels, and we'll make sure that you get exactly where you need to go. But on behalf of all involved here, this is it for the week for the CMS region. My name's Andy, this is Trey, and we look forward to seeing you again next week for week number 3.